どういう動機でね、ゲイボーイになった？
やっぱり自分がこういうね、女の子になってみたいってやっぱり好きだから。
女が好きなの？
いや、女の子になるってことがね。
なんかどういうその満足感が得られますか？
今はとっても楽しいです。
ちょっとね、でも私好きだからね、ゲイが好きだから。
ゲイボーイが好きだった、
はい。
どうして好きになったの？
生まれつきですね。
生まれつき。
はい。
やっぱりゲイボーイとして生きることに
そうね。
どうですか？例えば結婚問題なんて考えないですか？
考えますけど、しないつもりです。やっぱりね、できないでしょ。今更男になれないからもう。
将来一番ね、こういうことをしたいとかこういうものになりたいとか聞かせて。
別に私ありません。
ん？
別にありません。
何もなりたくないの？これしたいってこともないですか？
ただ今こういうことしてみたいってこと言って。
こういうことっていうのはなんかゲイボーイとして生きてるってことが一番幸せなわけですか？
今のところはそうです。
This is something I wasn't told when I started T over 10 years ago. If you're a transmasculine and you've been on hormones for 5+ years or so, it's likely that you'll start to experience some reproductive health issues. It's also likely that if you go to your doctor, they'll tell you that you need to get a hysterectomy. And I want to say that that isn't necessarily true. There are some specific conditions where a hysterectomy is necessary, but there are also many, many reasons why you could be having issues down there. I recently had a friend who was visiting me from out of town, and they've been on T for about 6 years, and they said they were starting to have some bad cramping that was really painful, and they went to their doctor, and without doing any testing, the doctor recommended a hysterectomy. And I was really glad that they were there and we got to have this conversation, because about 2 years ago, I was also having some really severe cramping, and I actually had the opportunity to talk with a transmasculine nurse practitioner who explained to me the range of reasons why that could be happening, from pelvic floor dysfunction to things going on with the uterus or the ovaries, also the vaginal wall, degrading over time. There's a wide range of reasons why that could be happening. And they said, your doctor will likely say you need a hysterectomy, but there are actually many ways that you can treat these things, depending on what it is, through other means that don't involve invasive surgery. So I reached out to the community, and I found that there is a number of transmasculine people who routinely go off of testosterone in order to allow their body to take some time to heal those tissues. They'll have a couple of periods and then go back onto T. And so I decided to give that a try. I've been off of T about 1.5 years, and it completely resolved all of my issues. So I told this to my friend, and I'm glad we had this conversation, because they were on the brink of scheduling their hysterectomy, because of course, hearing that from their doctor, they thought that was the truth. So I just want to say, if you're in this situation and you have any hesitancy around getting a hysto, you get to take the time to consider other options, and I hope that you take it. There's a lot of knowledge within the community to help with this as well, and I hope you'll reach out to your fellow transmasculine folks for advice. Take care.
Fun fact about bottom surgery: because you spend so much time dilating, you actually live longer. Because you die later. I hardly know her.
Pride flag meanings in 30 seconds or less. Genderfay, also sometimes called gender dough, is a term for a type of gender identity which is fluid between multiple genders but never male or masculine genders. This is different from the binary gender female because it may include genders other than male or female. It can be between male and female, the feeling of no gender, or any other non-binary gender. The masculine counterpart to genderfay is genderfawn, but I'll get to that in another video of.
I wish transphobia meant they were afraid of us. Like I could go, ooga booga, I'm non-binary. And they go, hee, and run away.
I don't really like the term breastfeeding or mother because it seems like really close to womanhood for me personally, and I don't really like being a woman. I would just really prefer not being called a woman. Yeah, I agree. Trans men are men, and they shouldn't be called women, especially if they've explicitly asked not to be. Okay, first of all, stop trying to take womanhood away from women, okay? Because you will never be what we are, okay? Yo, what the fuck did I do? I didn't even make any requests. I agreed with somebody. Calling me a birthing person and calling me a chest feeder is dehumanizing, and you can't take my womanhood away from me. I'm not even the one asking. I didn't make those suggestions. Why am I getting blamed right now? Yeah, that's for me over here. Okay, I'm not talking to you right now, okay? Why am I being ganged up on by men? Okay, not a man. Yeah, again, that's me over here, and I was just asking for some accommodations, you know, since I'm trans and I don't really want to be referred to as a woman. Okay, you will always be a man, and you need to learn how to accept your femininity. What the fuck? You were just calling him a man.
My name is Kai Shapley. I'm 12 years old, and I shouldn't be here right now. I should be playing with my friends back home in Texas, where I was born and raised. But my home is gone now. Mom sold everything that didn't fit in the car and drove to Connecticut because Texas isn't safe for kids like me.
In 2023 alone, more than 435 anti-trans bills have been introduced across 44 states.
These proposed laws attack trans people's access to essential, life-giving health care.
The right to use the correct bathroom,
to play youth sports,
to enjoy full and vibrant lives,
free from discrimination, from dystopian surveillance,
from the vicious attempts by conservative lawmakers
to twist our humanity into a tool for re-election.
Make no mistake, beautiful trans family.
Your identity is not just valid.
It is irreproachable.
No one can erase who you are.
No matter how hard they try.
You are a gift to this world.
You are the future
of a people whose existence has exemplified liberation for generations.
And so, terrifying as these times might be,
oh honey, we shall overcome.
Because they have thrown everything they can at us.
And we're still here.
Our community is strongest when we stand together.
That means not just speaking up when the right to marriage
or to adopt
or workplace equality is on the line.
It means coming together to defend our most vulnerable
and our most valuable members.
Our youth.
I know there's a lot of misunderstanding out there about you.
We're here to say
that enough is enough.
Now is the time
to raise our voices and say,
to my trans, non-binary, and gender non-conforming community,
the hate ends here.
You are extraordinary.
You are inspiring.
And you are exactly who you're meant to be.
Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
I know that they act like we're the end of the world, but our capacity for transformation
is a model for how to save it.
Together, we're gonna beat those bills.
We'll reach those misguided hearts and minds.
And open each other to a love
that does not fear change.
We will fight and we will win.
I'll be with you every step of the way.
Because you
are the future.